What's up, YouTube? This your boy Bike Tyson, and you're now tuned into Bike Tyson Life Cycles. Today is an interesting topic because it's what we all encounter when we out on tours, especially if you're a sport bike rider. It's the cars versus the motorcycles. For some reason, these motherfuckers think that they can just blast past us or beat us or just outrun us. Now, in hindsight, depending on what kind of bike you on, that can be true. Again, if you're on a cruiser, maybe that works. But most times when you're on a sport bike, you know, the Mustangs, the Scat Packs, the Challengers, the Chargers, the Corvettes, they want to test us, and sometimes, well, most times, we got to show them who's the boss. And in this case, we have a Mustang. Now, don't get me wrong. This motherfucking Mustang fast as shit. Don't get me wrong about that. But it's a different ride when you up against bikes. All right. Now, could this Mustang beat most cars? Hell yeah. Because he has a supercharger in it. Like it's basically a rebuilt motor, and it's souped up to the fullest. I don't know how much he dropped on it, but it's running top notch. You got the what is it, the Nitto tires on them, and they grip, and when he go, he go. So what you're gonna see is we hit the track in Mexico, right? This is our track. This is what we call our track, the highway in Mexico, right? So we was like, all right, let's give it a shot. So one of my guys was like, all right, I'll give him the first pull. So, it was cool. It was on some Fast and Furious type shit. But it was about 10 of us out here. And we were just, doing some pulls out on what we call the track. And he wanted to join. So, we got, all our tires a little warmed up. And we just following them until we can get, a clear path straightaway to see what it do. So who he's up against is the S1000. All right. I think he kind of knew that he wasn't going to win, but I guess he wanted to see where his car matched up at. Now, granted, can he beat most cars in cruiser motorcycles or adventure motorcycles? I think he can. He said this is a 9-second quarter-mile car. I damn near believe him a little bit. I mean, it is I wouldn't say 9, maybe 10, 11-ish. It got some get up. I will give you that. While he was trying to get his tires warmed up, we were just riding until we got a cool straightaway, and we tried to block off traffic. But it was I didn't realize it was gonna be so much traffic out on this day. So we were just trying, most of the bikes in the back were trying to hold up traffic so we can get a clear straightaway. But the cars up front, they didn't know what was going on. But as you can see right here, we was trying to get the hit on it, and there you go. He took off against S1000. Now he was moving. Don't get me wrong. If you could look at my speedometer, I'm way over 100, but he wasn't racing us. He was racing him. And as you can see, he took off on him. And we were just recording it. Then, at first, I tried to slow down and see if he wanted to do another one, but with all the wind noise and everybody just going, we were just like, all right, we know he wasn't going to win. But it was worth a shot. So we started just doing our thing on our track here in Mexico, and it was fun. We were heading to get something to eat. I know I was hungry for the most part, so we stopped to get something to eat real quick before we hit the track heading back home. This is a nice spot in Mexico. We just gonna keep it that way out in Mexico, and it was a nice fair ride. As you can see, most of these bikes that we have that we run, they pretty souped up. Now again, I'm on my Hayabusa. I was just doing the recording part because I just wanted to see where he stood against you know, a S1000 or Gixxer or Mabusa or um, another one had a H2. So you kind of knew he wasn't doing it. But here's the lineup though that was with us. Um, you don't. This is a second take, just so you can get the rear view shot of what was going on. But this is our track. This is what we do every Tuesday, you can say. We just head down to Mexico, and there you go. But I would say these are some of the fastest riders in the area, I would say. I think any sport bike rider that been riding for a while kind of know about this group right here. And I know a couple of them that's in the area have rode with this group before. Now, sometimes, now, don't get me wrong, they be cheating sometimes because we say we gonna do pulls once we get there. You know, once we get on the highway to do our pulls. I mean, they be cheating because as soon as that light turn green, watch, they just taking off. Like, hold up, well, like stay with the pack. Let's get there first. But as soon as that light turn green, they going. And I'm like, well, that just defeats the purpose because as soon as we get on the highway, y'all just run it. I'm like, well, damn. Can y'all wait for a brother so we can line up, so we can match up? Can we, you know, do a little bit of pulls against certain bikes? But I'm like, let me ask you this. You know how when you at the meetup spot, y'all talk a good game, all right, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And then as soon as you get on the bike, you just, all that shit just go out the window and you just forget about what the hell we just talked about. If it wasn't for the street lights to slow us down or stop us, we'd just be going. I'm like, well, shit, for all that, I could have just rolled by myself and did my own pulls. But again, I'm like, when you're trying to get at least 10 people on the same page, it ain't the same. Like, when we was at the start, we was like, all right, this is how we gonna coordinate this and this and that. And like I said, as soon as the light turned green, it was go time. Like, I get it. The adrenaline is pumping, and we just going. So I was like, fuck it. It is what it is. One thing, once we got on there though, it was empty. So I was happy about that part. And I was just like, all right, since y'all already gone, I'm like, well, let me just do my own. I'll just do my own thing, right? Since we know where we're going to and we know where we're meeting up at. So at this point, I thought we was getting pulls in because I did want to go up against S1000. I did want to go up against the Gixxers and the Kawasaki's. But, like, again, the coordination was just totally off. Let's just put it like that. So, like, once we got on this ramp, we were going. Like, hold up. I thought we were trying to coordinate who was going to do what we going to do, and this and that. I know a couple people in the back got a little scared because as you see, as we were about to approach, it was a trooper sitting on the side of the road. Let's see if you can see it on the way up. He's right there. I thought he was. Oh, I thought it was. There you go. There you go right there. But he was just looking. He was like, I ain't gonna catch y'all, so fuck it. We out. But see, this is how we started off. Now watch. If it wasn't for this light and the next light, it was just like, hey, I thought we was doing pulls. What's the rush? We on street, we just on the city street. Let's wait till we get to the highway, to our track, to actually start pulling. So right here, I thought, again, we was just on chill mode. But as soon as they started splitting cars, I was like, all right, here we go. We on go time. So everybody was just on go time, and we were just, well, at least I was just like, hey, where y'all going? See, look, everybody was just out. I was like, all right, we on the city street. We still got other lights to get through first before we get to the ramp. But hey, that's neither here nor there. And again, for people that ride boosters, we're not as nimble as the S1000s or the 750s or 600s. And again, I'm 220. fully geared up, about 225-ish, and my lean ankle ain't the same as, you know, a S1000 or Gixxer or the Ryders that are basically less than 200 pounds. So it's a little different for me. So I told them I could get busy on a quarter-mile straightaway, but when you start trying to, split cars and hit the twisties, I gotta slow that up a little bit. So I was just like, all right, y'all got it. I guess we ain't even sticking to the plan. So me and my boy back here, I ain't gonna say no names, but we just started chilling. We were just like, all right, y'all got it. I'll see y'all there. And we was only, what, 2 minutes right behind them once we got to our destination. But it just goes to show when you get a group of people that want to ride and we wanted to do some pulls, the plan didn't go as we thought it would go because that adrenaline started pumping and people was out. But hey, you're tuned in to Bike Tyson Life Cycles.